You're staring at a jumble of code on your screen, lines of C++ that feel more like a cryptic puzzle than a program. Anton Spraul challenges you. How do you turn this mess into a working solution? It's not about syntax or memorizing functions. The real challenge? Rewiring your brain to see problems like a programmer does, to creatively break down the chaos into something beautiful. So how do you unlock this kind of thinking? Anton starts with the secret weapon programmers wield daily, breaking giant problems into tiny chunks. But it's not just dividing tasks. It's slicing smarter, shaping clearer paths through complexity. In the book, Spraul tells the story of Jake, a programmer tasked with building a pizza-making robot. The problem seems overwhelming: dough, toppings, oven, delivery, logistics all tangled. Jake doesn't dive in blindly. Instead, he breaks the project into individual functions: dough kneading, topping selection, baking control. Each module becomes manageable, and the robot comes alive one step at a time. Imagine programming like building with Lego blocks. You wouldn't build a castle by smashing bricks together randomly. You'd craft small walls, towers, and doors first, then click them into a masterpiece. Spraul uses this analogy to show you how modular thinking turns giant problems into simple, puzzle-like pieces you can stack and rearrange until the whole picture fits. This approach doesn't just solve problems, it rewires your thinking. Suddenly, tangled code turns manageable. You discover that the real power isn't brute force coding but sculpting complexity into clear, solvable chunks, making chaos controllable in ways you wouldn't expect. If modularity is your blueprint, functions are the power tools that bring it to life. But here's where many stumble, not just how to write functions, but how to wield them so they supercharge your code. Spraul shares Sam's moment of clarity when he reused the same function to calculate totals for different parts of his program. Instead of repeating code, Sam wrote once, used many times. This saved him hours and allowed quick fixes across the board. What seemed like magic was really smart reuse, a core programmer skill that saves you from bugs and fatigue. Think of functions like your kitchen gadgets: blenders, peelers, spatulas. You don't chop every vegetable by hand because a peeler does it faster, cleaner, and reusable on any meal. Functions let you perform specific tasks repeatedly without clutter or confusion, turning your program into a smooth-running kitchen. Once you tap into this, your coding transforms. You spend less time rewriting and more time refining. Functions become a leverage point, increasing your speed and creativity in ways no dry syntax lesson ever promised. Suddenly, you're not just typing, you're orchestrating. Recursion scares most beginners, but Spraul treats it like a mind-expanding puzzle. Instead of fearing the loop, he teaches you to embrace self-reference, the key to solving problems that seem impossible at first glance. In one memorable example, Spraul walks us through Fiona, who coded a maze solver using recursion. Without knowing the whole maze up front, Fiona's program explored one path at a time, backtracking automatically when hitting dead ends. The program thought ahead by thinking back recursively, a concept that terrified her at first but soon became her secret weapon. Picture recursion like Russian nesting dolls. Each doll holds a smaller one inside, until the tiniest doll is reached. Similarly, each recursive call breaks the problem down further, until a simple base case frees you to build back up. It's a clever way programmers handle infinitely complex tasks with elegant simplicity. Mastering recursion doesn't just solve puzzles, it rewires your brain to think differently about problems. You see that some problems aren't linear, they loop, self-reference, and fold back on themselves. That insight alone makes you a stronger, more creative problem solver. Remember Jake's pizza robot? What looked like a mess became a masterpiece by breaking problems down, reusing smart functions, and mastering recursion's brain twister. That's the promise Anton Spraul delivers. Thinking like a programmer is a mindset shift, not memorizing syntax. So next time you face a problem, pause, break it, tool up, and dive into recursion. Try rewriting just one problem today using these tips. You'll be surprised how quick your brain rewires. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.